Hey TSTV News, my name's Sophia Kurz and we have a very special guest star with us today. Who are you?
I'm Peter McPoland.
Thank you for being here today. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. I was looking forward to this.
Oh, great. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So you celebrated a birthday recently. What did you do for your birthday? How does it feel to be 23?
It was good. It was good. It was very good. It didn't feel like a real birthday. I did a show on my birthday, so it kind of felt like another day. But it was really nice. Everyone wore party hats and like I got a bunch of like cupcakes and stuff. So
That's
it was nice. It was very nice. Yeah.
What's your favorite cupcake flavor?
I don't really like cupcakes, but I like the blonde, the vanilla one. I like vanilla cupcakes. I don't like icing.
You don't like icing?
No, I'm not a big fan.
So you're a Scorpio.
Mm-hmm.
You are part of the zodiac sign known for intensity and passion. How do you think these traits show up in your music and performances?
Great question. I don't know. I think, I was saying at lunch, I think that my like adrenal gland, I think the adrenaline part of me, it must be the Scorpio. I think I produce a lot of adrenaline, so I can just kind of, I go really a lot on stage.
Yeah.
It's almost masochistic, but it's also like performance, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I think if you perform as a masochist, it doesn't count as masochism. Yeah. I don't know. I'd say I'm intense. It's fun. It's fun out there. It's my only job, so it's good.
So some of your songs include some spoken dialogue such as Lady Bird and Romeo and Juliet. What is the inspiration behind including like actual voices in your songs?
I don't know. I think I was into that trend for a while. I don't know. I really liked the way it sounded, and it was, I don't know. I think I just liked doing it, and then I kind of grew out of it. But the Romeo and Juliet one is like, I'd done Romeo and Juliet in high school, and it was like the interview between the original cast and the 1960s one, and it was just a cool little piece. And then the Lady Bird one, whenever we were driving, my mom was driving me to the recording session that we had booked, and we were like looking in the car because I knew I wanted one, and then I found it was like this perfect soundbite, and it was off of like C-SPAN or something, and it was free and we never had to clear it, and I don't know, I was into it for a second, and it was just, I don't have an answer, so no real reason.
I feel like it's very distinct to your music type though, like your older stuff.
Yeah, no, it felt like me for a while.
Yeah.
I did like it. I'm glad it's distinct.
Yeah. All artists kind of go through phases, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my first phase, was spoken dialogue.
There you go.
Yeah. I don't know what the next one is, but yeah.
Well, stay tuned.
Yeah. Sick.
So one of our reporters, Miss Paisley, over here behind the camera, says that you used to do community theater in Houston. So you were a theater kid.
No.
No?
I just did community. I wasn't a theater kid. I just did community theater.
What's the difference?
Yeah, right. Whoa. Yeah. No, I did community theater for like 10 years. Yeah.
That's very theater kid.
Yeah. Yeah, I was committed. I was into it.
So was acting like your first original passion, or was it always music?
It was always music. The part of theater that I liked was the performance. I liked performing the most. And so I could do that 4 times a year. I could do, for like a week we would perform. And so that was what I liked. But I knew I never wanted to be an actor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a very good actor, and I liked writing songs a lot more than acting. So.
What's your favorite musical?
Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Really? I saw a production of that at my school when I was in like 6th grade. It was kind of mid.
It is kind of a mid show, but when you're in it, it's so fun.
I did not understand what was going on.
No, it doesn't make any sense. But the music is crazy, and it's the same guy did that too. Did Phantom of the Opera, which is
really
these crazy like.
Andrew Lloyd Webber?
Yeah, he did. Both.
I did not know that.
It's
That's
crazy. There on both sides
That's
of the
true.
spectrum. So.
And he did Cats.
And he did Cats.
I love cats.
Oh.
Are you a cat? You're not a cat person?
I like cats. I don't like the musical.
Oh, well, yeah. No, I was talking about the animal.
Oh, I like a cat. Yeah.
Just one though.
No, I'll do 2. I can run with 2. Yeah.
But no more.
No more.
Okay.
Too many.
Yeah. Too many cats.
I like a cat. I like a cat.
Cats are cool. Yeah.
I think I prefer a cat to a dog, actually.
I think that's unpopular, but I think it's the correct answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
We as a society have been taught to think otherwise, I think.
A dog is too easy to, like, it comes so easily to love.
Just having this conversation today, actually.
A cat is...
You gotta work for their affection.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. Okay, there you go.
There you go.
Perfect.
Yeah. We have a fan question, actually.
I love it.
Cassie wants to know what inspired your shift from songs like Lady Bird to digital silence.
Well, Lady Bird I did when I was 17, so there's definitely a year gap between the songs, but when I was in high school, I was playing a lot more rock, and I think I wanted to, like, when I recorded Lady Bird, I was trying to not do rock because it was different. And then I did that kind of stuff for so long. And when I got signed, I was doing stuff similar to Lady Bird. And I think when you do it for long enough, you want to contrast yourself. So it was kind of just, I don't know, it was going back to me roots, but to everyone else, I think it was new. But it felt more, like this show tonight feels the most me that a show has felt. It's so, rah! So I don't know. It feels good. And then after this, I'm going to go back to Lady Bird-esque stuff. So I'm just going to keep flip-flopping.
So you have a plan in mind then?
I do. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
We have another fan question.
Okay.
Ferris wants to know what it's like almost having an alliterative name, but failing to.
I like it. I think if it was too alliterative, I wouldn't like it as much, you know? I think that the lack of alliteration helps a little bit. It's close.
Yeah. Peter Poland, it's just too...
It's too much.
It's too much. It's too easy.
Stagey. Yeah, that's too much. That's like a, I don't know.
Do you have a middle name?
Francis.
Francis?
Yeah.
Peter Francis McPoland?
Yeah.
PFM?
PFM. That was on my backpacks. Embroidered
Oh.
stuff. Yeah.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have a middle name?
I do have a middle name. Elisabeth.
Whoa. Okay.
It's like Elizabeth, but Greek.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. My parents almost named me Electra.
That's hard.
I'm kind of mad that they didn't. So you have a song called News at 9. One of our news shows starts at 9. Were you inspired by our show, Texas News Primetime, to write that song?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely, yeah. I watch Texas News Primetime whenever it comes out.
Every Monday?
Every Monday.
At?
9. I watch it I stay up and I just watch it. And I'm an hour ahead in New York, so I watch it at 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get enough of that show. I love it. It was totally inspired.
According to one of your PR people,
Oh.
you've overcome a year-long writer's block.
Didn't know I had PR people.
Yeah, they sent me like your bio and everything, and I was like, wow, this is very thorough.
All right.
Very extensive.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You've overcome a year-long writer's block. What insights can you share about pushing through creative barriers?
Man. Am I allowed to curse on this? No, right?
You can curse. We'll just like bleep it out later.
I won't curse then, because I added work for you. You just gotta do it. I don't know. I used to write like every single day. Like I used to just be able to write, and then one day I could not, and then I just made no songs for months and months and months. And then after I got off the 21 Pilots tour, I was really inspired by seeing how many songs they had, and I was sick of not writing. So I just kind of sat myself down and wrote through it, and Digital Silence came out of that. So, like, I don't know, I just had to write in a different way. I used to write in one way, and then it kind of disappeared on me. So now I write in a new way, and yeah, I don't know. I relied on, like, feeling writing before. I would have to rely on myself, making myself write. And then whenever it dried up, I had to, like, write like a person. I had to sit down and write and choose to write. So it's different. But now I'm feeling writing again. So, yeah.
So you used to open for 21 Pilots. What was that like?
It was crazy. It was the most like a 9-to-5 job I've ever had in my life.
Really?
It was crazy.
In a good way?
Yeah, no, I mean, it was crazy. But it was so routine, and it was so, like, I would wake up at the exact same time every day. Ryan and I would go get a coffee in whatever city we were in, and we would edit videos. And then we go sound check, we'd do the show, and then we'd come back and sit in the green room and do it the next day. So it was really routine. When you get to that big, I guess, it's just very similar each night. It was a crazy learning experience. It was like I felt like I had gone to college. It was crazy. It was wild. Yeah.
Oh, God, college.
Hook 'em.
Hook 'em. Can you throw up a horns up? The other way.
Oh.
You were born in Vermont.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, thoughts on Noah Kahn?
I like Noah Kahn.
Okay. Do you know him?
No. But no, I don't. But I know his good friend, I guess, we were talking about him. Like, I know the insights on Noah Kahn. He's I don't know. He seems like a really nice guy from what I've heard.
He's also from Vermont.
So I've heard. But I feel like I'm more from Texas than Vermont. Like, I was only in Vermont till I was 7.
Yeah.
And that doesn't count for anything.
Leads me to my next question. But you moved to Texas when you were a kid, and now you live in New York City. In your opinion, which region of the U.S. is superior, the Northeast or the South?
Oh. Okay, well, I think the Northeast as a region is superior. I really do love the Northeast.
Correct.
But the cloud, like I was telling Ryan yesterday, every time I come to Texas, I miss the sky. Like the sky in Texas is unreal. It's so nice, and there's such nice cloud formations here. Like it's just so nice. So I miss that. But I love the seasons. I like having fall and winter. I don't miss. It was so humid today.
Yeah.
I don't miss this at all, but I do in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pick and choose what you miss from places.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So true. So true, Sophia. So true. Yeah.
I'm so excited to go back to England when I graduate.
Are you?
I'm trying to go to grad school there.
Where?
In London.
Nice.
Yeah, hopefully. Fingers
What
crossed.
school is in London? Oxford?
No, Oxford's in Oxford.
Okay.
Maybe the admissions officer is
Maybe
like,
they're
oh my god,
Digital silence board.
I love Piggy.
Yeah.
Speaking of Piggy, tell us about the inspiration surrounding writing the Piggy album.
I mean, it was writer's block. I don't know. I think I was really sick of the shows not having anything heavy in them. Like I played, like there's a song Let Her Remember, and the fans really like Let Her Remember, and I like Let Her Remember, but it doesn't go very hard live. And I felt like I had amassed a collection of songs that just weren't very exciting live for me to play. So a lot of it, I really just wanted to get back to playing live music. And so the whole album's supposed to be made for the show. But yeah, I don't know, I was like angry, and so it's an angrier album. And I don't know, it's very like 22. It's a very 22-year-old album, you know? So
I love that song.
it's so true. Yeah, I wish I wrote that one.
Big Swiftie?
I'm moderately. Yeah, I wouldn't say big.
Okay.
But
Like a good amount of Swiftie.
yeah, like I'll take it.
You have a friendship bracelet on.
Yeah. Does that go hand in hand with Swiftie?
Mhm.
Is that a her thing?
Ryan has his on.
Yeah. Yeah, we get a lot from the fans.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
it's
Yeah.
a Taylor Swift thing.
God bless her.
Educational institution, you're learning.
Yeah.
Peter McPoland is a Longhorn.
Damn right.
John Hamm went here.
We know.
John Hamm
We
did?
know.
Yeah, John Hamm.
Whoa. What?
Yeah.
Yes, from hazing.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
Whoa. Holy shit.
Lit him on fire and shit. Like, seriously.
Whoa, wait, actually? I didn't know it was that.
Beat the shit out of him and lit him on fire.
He was great in Mad Men.
What has been your favorite part about touring so far?
When I broke my foot. No, I don't know. I like it all. I really do. I keep saying I don't want it to end. This was fun though. Like it was fun to do this. It's a fun. The hair on my boot. It's fun to like have the pictures of it. I don't know. I enjoy every day. The bus. I'm grateful for having a tour bus every single day. I wake up and I'm just happy. So.
Did you bedazzle your boot yourself?
I did. I feel like people think it came off in like lines. So it's a lot easier than it looked.
Okay.
They keep falling off, and I find them in my socks. But yeah, I did.
How long do you have to keep it on for?
6 weeks. Yeah.
Was it worth it?
Some days yes, some days no.
What themes or messages did you want to explore with the Piggy album?
I don't know. I think a lot of it surrounded like a lot of my job takes place on the internet, and so I think you naturally learn to hate the internet more so than anyone else. I don't know. I think because I relied so heavily on TikTok, I tend to take out a lot of frustration on just TikTok in general. So it's kind of me yelling at that whole scene, I guess, in a way. I don't know. It's very 22. Like, it's in 2 years, I'm going to be like, that was a big baby writing that album. But, yeah, a lot of anger and frustration of just everything. But, I don't know, it's good. That's the whole point of, like, writing songs, is to get the emotion out. So I got it all out, and now I get to sing it and have fun with it every night. And now the next stuff, I get to be happy again. So it's nice. And then once I write that, I'm going to have to do another sad thing. So, yeah. So
big TikTok user?
Yeah, more so on, yeah. I have to be. I have to, like, I feel like I have to be.
Do you know any TikTok dances? Do you know how to renegade?
Oh my god.
I haven't thought of the renegade in so long. No, I don't know how to renegade.
I don't either.
I can't picture what the renegade is.
I'm just thinking of, like,
Renegade.
Charli D'Amelio in my head.
Yeah. Every time I say TikTok, Charli D'Amelio.
Literally.
Face.
Her, Addison Rae,
Oh, Addison Rae.
Bryce Hall.
Bryce Hall. Oh.
How does Piggy mark your growth?
Okay. Yeah. How does Piggy mark my growth?
Yeah, compared to your previous work.
Oh, I think I'm quite proud of it. I did it all on my own. I did the whole thing. So, I don't know. I hated producing for a long time, and now I produced the whole album, more or less. I got help from people, but the whole thing in theory, like I wrote it all and I produced it all. So it was a big growth for me. Sorry. And I did it alone, which is really big. And like sat down every day and I committed to making a body of work. And I think that's fun as an artist, you know, to do your own thing. I'm very proud of it. It's personal growth.
That's nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Are there any artists or sounds in particular that influenced this style?
Yeah, I had a big Joy Division phase for like months and months and months. And so I think I came out of that. I was in like post-punk. I'd been listening to folk music essentially since I was 15. And so I was just trying to listen to anything else other than folk. So I was just anti my old music taste, I guess. But yeah, a lot of Joy Division, a lot of like The Cure and Joy Division and The Cure. Yeah.
Is there a particular track on the album that holds a special significance to you, and why?
Yeah. Find Me Out on the album. I had played it. I had a band in high school, and we wrote that when I was 17, and we played it every single gig that we would do in the Woodlands. And then when I was doing this album, I had come down right off of 21 Pilots. I drove down from New York to Austin, and we recorded it in San Marcos with all the old band because they all live here. And so I like set up a bunch of mics in my friend's living room, and we recorded with the band that had written it. And I don't know, it was special. I've been playing the song since I was 17, and now I get to play it every single night as like a professional, which is that means a lot to me. And it's, yeah, I don't know. They're all coming tonight, so it's special.
Could you share some ways you've evolved both as a person and as an artist since your first album or EP?
Yeah, I mean, I was so freshly signed then, and it's such a scary thing getting signed because all of a sudden you like have a job in music and it's a real thing. Like it's everything that I'd thought of since I was 14, and I was like dreaming of getting signed. And so the first EP is like, it was just a lot of emotions to process. So it's, I don't know, I've learned how to be me as a professional musician, which is really nice. But yeah, I don't know, it's the first thing since having the whirlwind of getting signed. I don't know. A lot of personal growth. It's a lot of like deep personal things.
That's what your 20s are for.
So true. So true. No, that's so true. I'm always saying that.
How did you decide on the album's sequencing in terms of the songs? Like, is it in order, sort of a narrative theme, or can you kind of just listen to it in any order and it still makes sense more or less? Is there a storyline? There's
definitely recurring themes, and I think there's recurring themes in a lot of music. The song Blue in the previous EP was called Slow Down, and Blue was like, I think the first one that I had made that I knew was going to make the album. And in the first EP I was saying, slow down, and on Blue I say, don't slow down for me. And so there's this like recurring theme of that. I refer to a lot of the same things. I talk about like walls and lamps and bugs a lot, just because... Ceilings, yeah. A lot of stuff to do with the room, I guess. Just the canonically accurate room.
Big architecture guy.
I just love architecture. Oh my God, I love it.
Big carpentry.
I love carpentry. I love it. Yeah, but I don't know. I like recurring themes. I don't know if it's because I don't know if it's like a big brain move if I'm doing it to have motif, or if I'm just doing it because I can't write about anything other than architecture, because I just love architecture so much.
Favorite architectural style?
Oh my God, don't even get me started. Ugh, where do I begin?
Top 3.
Oh, Brutalist? Oh, kidding me? All the concrete?
Brutalist?
Yeah, you ever seen it?
Yeah.
Come on. Come with it now. That's it. Brutalist is my favorite architecture.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Thank you.
What can fans expect from you in the near future following the release of Piggy? You kind of mentioned going back to your older style of music. Are you recording right now, writing right now for next album, single, EP?
Yep. I'm definitely writing. Yeah, I think this album was so... Like, I didn't want to be a genre artist. I don't want to be like a I don't want to be like, you guys like folk music, listen to Peter McPoland. You know, I want it to be like, do you know Peter McPoland? Like, I wanted to, I don't know. So I was really scared of being a genre artist, and so I did this so that I could have something to fall back on as I continue. And so if this album was everything that the fans did not want, I hope that the next stuff is like fan service, you know? Like I want to do everything that people want to see now. Because I did one for me, and now it's one for them. Yeah, so I don't know. Going back to, it's like fan service. It's like whenever they put all the Spider-Mans in the movie together, and everyone was
Your name is Peter.
There you go. Just like that. Yeah. And it's doing it for the people. So, I don't know. I'm very excited. After the tour, I'm going to LA for 2 weeks and writing and producing.
Who's your favorite Spider-Man? There's a right answer.
Might be a right answer, but it might not be mine. I love Andrew Garfield.
That's the right answer. That's the right answer. I'm such an Andrew Garfield
love Andrew
stan.
Garfield.
I love Andrew Garfield.
I did pre-AP science because I had watched The Amazing Spider-Man before class selection, and I was like, I want to be that.
Yeah.
And I so close to failed. I got a 70.
That is the correct answer, though.
Thank you. Okay,
Andrew
good.
Garfield.
Good. He was so charming in that.
He's so charming.
And Emma Stone.
Gwen, we love Gwen Stacy.
Come on. Yeah.
Love a Gwen Stacy.
Yeah. We do.
You speak about the hope that your music becomes a lasting part of someone's life. What has been a lasting musical moment for you from another artist that you hold on to?
Oh, I actually have a good answer. When I was 16, I came to Emos, and I saw this folk singer named Gregory Alan Isakov. And I had seen him at Emos, and it was one of the coolest concerts I had ever been to. And because I was so inspired by the concert, I wrote him a postcard, and I sent it to him. And like 3 months later, he sent me a postcard back from Colorado. And he said, thanks for catching the show at Emos. He gave me all this, like he was just like, continue with the music. And I put it in my car. I've kept it in my car ever since. And while we were on this tour, we were behind his tour bus. And I was like behind him. And now I'm playing at the venue where I had seen him play, and he had written me the postcard from. So that was a huge, this is so exciting. I'm so excited to play at Emos. So,
The universe works in mysterious ways.
it's beautiful.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Gregory Allen was, I'm excited.
Well, that's all the questions I have, but we have one more surprise.
Oh my God, they're gonna punch me.
It was your birthday a few days ago.
Oh
This is
my
so
God.
awkward because you said you hate cupcakes.
No, I love cupcakes. I don't really like cupcakes. It's the vanilla.
Oh, it's actually cookie dough.
I love cookie dough. Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Are we gonna sing happy birthday, guys?
Are you gonna sing?
You're the singer.
I'm off right now.
Nah, he's on vocal
You want me
rest.
to sing happy birthday to myself?
That's actually pretty
I'm, like,
depressing.
dying.
Happy birthday! Yay!
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm genuinely looking forward to this. So
Aww,
I appreciate it.
we were looking forward to this too. Tell everybody to watch TSTV News.
Watch TSTV.
TSTV.
Watch TSTV News. What
Okay.
time does this air?
This is
9
gonna.
p.m. and 7 a.m.
9 p.m. and 7 p.m. Watch TSTV News. AM. Watch TSTV News.
Hook 'em.
Hook 'em.